Hi, thank you for coming in today. We're super happy to have you in this interview. So I understand you're interested in a management position here at Chili's. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm very
Cool.
interested.
And so I know that you've been working here for about a year, and I just want to ask you a few questions about qualifications and background and how you feel that you would fit in as a manager. Alright,
Okay.
so first of all, have you been working at this Chili's for a year, or do you have any other waitressing or service experience in a different company, restaurant, or any other businesses?
I worked at a different Chili's on the east side. I worked there for about 6 months and then I transferred here. And up until now, I've worked here for about 6 months. So altogether, about a year. And before that, I worked at a different restaurant named The Frying Pan.
Okay, so do you enjoy the service industry, like waitressing and doing some of those tasks?
Yes, I was actually surprised that I could do this job because I'm deaf. But my coworkers and my bosses were very supportive. If I was struggling, they'd come and help me. And if other people wanted to communicate, we would write or text. And up until now, I really haven't had any communication problems. I really enjoy getting to know the guests, and I really enjoy that new experience.
I'm glad that you figured out a way to communicate with customers that's successful. So, do you enjoy working with people and interacting with people, like kind of a people person?
Yes, I always have a smile on my face. I always enjoy interacting with people and making that connection. And when they smile at me, it makes me really happy. It's really that connection for me.
What is your favorite part of being a waitress?
I really just love to stay busy. I enjoy, honestly, not being bored. I like, if like I'm waiting on 6 tables, I like to compete with myself and see if I can remember all their meals. The people mostly really nice, and I love that connection. And some of them come quite regularly and have become my regulars. And I really enjoy that connection. It's not that one-time connection, it's that continuous connection with the customers that I really enjoy.
That's awesome. So, for the management position, it's a little bit different than waitressing. You have a little more responsibility, and you're not so much serving customers in the same way. And you have more responsibility with controlling or taking care of the area and managing other people. How do you feel that you're qualified for this position?
Well, up until now, I've been observing the boss and watching her and to see what she would do. And I learned from her. I watch what she does, and I get ideas of what I could do in that situation. Up until now, the other employees have come to me and asked me questions, like what to do, and I would give them advice. I really enjoy giving them advice. It makes me happy that I can. If I became the manager, I think I would make a big impact on the employees. And maybe there would be a less employee turnout rate.
So what would you want your schedule to look like? Like, you want full-time or part-time? And like days, nights? Do you have a preference on those things?
I would prefer full time. I really enjoy it. I would prefer Monday through Friday. But I do understand I'd have to work weekends. But I would like to do alternating weekends if possible. I'd like to keep a few open. I know I can do them. And sometimes I understand that they can be really fun. As far as nights go, I can work some, but I would just need prior notice.
Okay, I think that's definitely doable. So if you had an employee, so I'm just going to give you a situation really fast, and if you had an employee who has received a lot of complaints from customers and wasn't meeting expectations, they weren't really doing what they're supposed to do, maybe they're kind of lazy, how would you go about solving that problem? What kind of things would you do to make that go away?
Just to clarify, who's complaining? The customers or the employees?
The other, or complaints from customers. So customers didn't like an employee, and the employee themselves weren't meeting your expectations.
Well, I guess I would pull them to the side privately away from the other employees, and I would talk to them and try to ask them questions like if they were okay, are they overwhelmed, are they happy or not happy, and why. Maybe I would ask them precise questions, try to look at their side of the story of what happened, and then I would listen to both sides of the story. I'd probably move them to fewer tables, because maybe they can't manage 6 tables, and maybe they can go down to 3 or 4 until things calm down, and then maybe eventually they can have more responsibility. The end.